Configuring accounts in FlashFXP. This tutorial will show you how to configure FlashFXP to connect to a server via FTP. Click the Sites menu. Select Site Manager. Click the New Site button. Enter the site name. Click the OK button. Enter the server address. Typically, this is. If your domain is still pointing to a different server or your DNS changes have not propagated yet, you can use the IP address of the server instead of a fully qualified domain name. Enter the username. Enter the password. Enter the remote path. For primary domains on cPanel accounts, this should be. For subdomains and add-on domains, if when connecting with the cPanel user, this should be. For subdomains and add-on domains when connecting with a separate FTP user, this should be. For primary domains on Plesk accounts, this should be. For subdomains on Plesk accounts, depending on the configuration of the subdomain, this should be. If this field is left blank, the remote directory will default to the user's home directory. Here you can specify the local path to the location of files stored for this site on your local machine. FlashFXP will then automatically open to that local directory when first establishing a connection to the server. Click the Options tab. Here are several options that can be configured to customize the interaction between FlashFXP and the server. Some options may not be compatible with all server configurations. For instance, the FTP service on Windows-based servers is often configured not to allow passive mode. Check with your provider for compatibility should you need other options. When using passive transfer mode, requests sent to the server will still be sent on port 21. However, the data will be transferred using a different randomly selected port from a range specified in the server configuration. It is also common for these ports to be blocked by a firewall on either the local machine or network of the client, causing issues with using passive transfer mode. Click the Transfer tab. These settings control transfers directly between accounts on different servers. Click the Advanced tab. Here are several more options that can be configured to customize the interaction between FlashFXP and the server. Click the SSL tab. These settings control configuration for encrypted connections, FTPS, between the server and the client. Not all FTP servers support FTPS. FTPS should also not be confused with SFTP, which is a means of encrypting FTP traffic by routing the connection over SSH. FlashFXP does not natively support SFTP. Click the Connect button. Click the Yes button. Congratulations! You now know how to configure FlashFXP to connect to a server via FTP.